Hello students, welcome to part 2 of your chapter Trade to Territory. In the last class we have discussed up to the Battle of Buxar where Mir Qasim got defeated and later on Mir Jafar again he was made the Nawab of Bengal. Students, you should know here after the death of Mir Jafar, the East India Company they decided to become the Nawab itself. And not only that, the Mughal Emperor, they also declared the company as a Diwan of Bengal province. Students, you have to know that the East India Company started appointing the residents. And who were the residents? They were the political agents. They were the political agents who served the interest of the company. Students, now we'll come to know that the company also declared a policy called subsidiary alliance. And what was that? See, under this policy, no Indian rulers were allowed to keep their own independent army. In fact, they have to keep the company's army with them and they have to maintain their cost. If any Indian ruler they fail to do so, then their territory will be taken away by the company. Then students will come to know that what happened in South India. See, in South India, the Mysore, it was under the control of Hyder Ali and his son called Tipu Sultan. You can see the photo of Tipu Sultan here and also his father Hyder Ali. Student, the tension between Tipu Sultan and the company was that Tipu Sultan has stopped all the export of sandalwood, pepper and cardamom from the Malabar coast. He also stopped the local merchant to do any trading with the company. He had a friendship with the French in India so that he can modernize his army. And not only that, he also established factory to produce the modern weapons. And students, this all tension between the Tipu Sultan and company led to the war called Anglo-Mysore War. It happened between 1767-69, 1780-84, 1789-92, and students in 1799 the Tipu Sultan got killed. Tipu Sultan got killed in 1799 at Sri Rangapatnam. Now students, here there was another power growing in India that's called Maratha power. And Marathas, you can see here, I'll give you the point here. And the Marathas, they had an alliance under Peshwa. And there were two soldiers, very famous soldiers, that's called Mahatji Scindia and Nana Fandis. I'll give you the photo of these two individuals. See, this is Mahatji Scindia and we had Nana Fandis. See, student, here, even the Maratha had a many war, Anglo-Maratha war with the company. And in the third Anglo-Maratha war, the Marathas got crushed. Student, here Lord Hastings. Students, here Lord Hastings, he has declared a policy called paramountcy policy. This policy called paramount policy. See, I'll give you the photo of Lord Hastings here. This person has declared the paramount policy. Students, what was the paramount policy? It's nothing but policy of annexation. Now, East India Company started annexing the territory of India. See, the company faced a challenge from the Rani Channamma and Rayana from Karnataka. And student, when they went to annex the northwest frontier, they had a war with Afghanistan. Student, after this, when they went to annex the territory called Punjab, they had a war with Maharaja Ranjit Singh. That's called Anglo-Sikh War. And student, in 1843, the Sindh also was being taken over. So these were overall the small history about the East India Company, and here we can come to know that how slowly they were entering India and slowly from trader they were becoming the rulers. So today's we'll end up the class here today for the part 1. and again we'll join in the part 3. Take care. Thank you.